Giselle, are you there? This is your old friend Laura. Long time no see.
Huh? Laura? I guess I forgot to block your number, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Bye-bye.
Now, hold your horses there. Are you actually still upset at me for everything that happened 8 years ago? And on an even more serious note, do you still have things going on with your ex-boyfriend that I stole from you back then? Gross, that guy was from all the way back in high school. But I guess those were the best years of your life, huh? That's so sad to think about, really.
That's not it at all. I'm just upset still by the fact that you stole my ex-boyfriend back in the day, but neither of you told me until senior year when I found out he left me for you. So why would I have any interest in that guy after what you both did to me?
Oh, right. Well, whatever then, I guess. And anyway, right now, what I've come to talk about has nothing to do with that drama.
And what's that?
I heard that you're married now.
And what about that?
Well, it just so happens that something went on at the class reunion from half a year ago.
And? How does the class reunion have anything to do with the fact that I'm married?
Your husband came to that class reunion.
Really?
Well, at the time I heard that the two of you were married while he was there, and I just wanted to let you know that I might have to steal another man from you. And at the time, I wasn't able to find you anywhere at the reunion to tell you. But I guess it's already too late because everything went exactly as I said.
So that class reunion and me being married, what do they have to do with one another?
So I'm saying your husband is now my man to keep.
No, because my husband has never gone to any class reunions.
Huh?
And even if he did, he wasn't even in the same class as us, so he would never have been invited to the event in the first place.
Wait, are you starting to freak out already? I'm sure realizing that I have now stolen 2 men from you in your lifetime is a pretty hard fact to swallow, but come on. You shouldn't lie to me about where he's been.
I'm not lying, though.
All right. Then I guess I'll get all my facts straight and show you that you're lying. I know that at the event, I took your 7 figures a year man and brought him back home with me for the night. So I'm really sorry for stealing your man again.
A salary of 8 figures?
I'd really like it if you guys would hurry up and get divorced, please and thank you.
I'm still confused by who you're talking about right now.
All right, I've already told you everything you need to know. See ya.
Wait a sec.
I'm back again, Giselle. This is the gal that's having a very romantic relationship with your husband.
What?
I can't believe how amazing a man your husband really is. It's already awesome having his income of 8 figures, but the way our love matches each other so well, it must mean we've been destined to be with each other forever. So I think it's about time for you to divorce him and leave for me.
And that's why I said this before. My husband was not in the same class as us. Whoever you're talking about right now has nothing to do with me and is for sure not my husband. Who even is the guy you're on about?
You already know his name, so I'm not going to go through the trouble of saying it for you.
Well, if you don't tell me who he is, then this conversation is going to go nowhere.
Well, if I have to. His name is Arnold. Arnold!
Arnold? I don't really know who that is. Well, I guess there was one guy named Arnold in our class, but to be honest, I can't even remember what his face looked like.
Oh? Are you going to try and act dumb for me now? There's no way a wife would ever be forgetting her husband's name like that.
Well, that's why I'm saying that I don't know who that guy is. My husband does not have that name, okay?
Fine, then why don't you tell me your husband's name then?
Well, even if I tell you, you won't know who he is.
Oh, so you're afraid to tell me. So in other words, your husband is Arnold.
Fine, I'll tell you. My husband's name is Dennis.
Dennis? Really? Dennis?
Yeah, that's my husband's name. And I'm sure you don't know who he is, right?
Hold on. I think I see what you're doing here.
And what do you think I'm trying?
I get it. I'll play along and believe you. Man, this is so crazy after all.
Laura.
Well, if you're just going to keep playing dumb and lying to me, I'll have to change my tactics and find a different way to get him out of your hands.
Tactics?
Well, I'm going to get going now. See you again. I'm back again, Giselle. I finally come to tell you that this is my last time saying this, but your husband is all mine. I know that last time I asked you for your husband's name, right? And I know that I didn't make any mistakes about who he really is. Well, it did take me a little time to do my research, but I even found out that he will be making $10.2 million this year. So you really must be pretty afraid of letting go of him now, huh?
A salary of $10.2 million next year? I'm still a little lost on who you're talking about this time. Arnold?
Really? Well, because you told me the name of your husband, I actually left that Arnold guy and came after Dennis instead.
No, my husband does not make that kind of money in a year.
Wait, are you saying he makes even more than that? Awesome! That's even better for me!
That's really not what I meant by that.
Arnold was a great guy and all, but his older brother Danny bringing in so much more money makes him way better.
Danny?
I made sure to change my target to him so that I'd be stealing your husband.
Well, that guy is also not my husband.
Excuse me?
Well, my husband is from Maine, and he has no brothers, and his name is Dennis.
What?
So I think you misheard me or something and took that for Danny.
Huh?
I guess I should have been a bit more forward that his name was just Dennis and it wasn't just a nickname.
Wait, huh?
And because of the way you've been mistaking these men for my husband, I had to ask a high school friend about all of this. That Arnold guy's wife is actually Jezebel, and yes, she was going to the same high school as us, but she didn't come there until junior year and wasn't even in our class either.
What? Jezebel?
She just moved back to her hometown 4 years ago and then 2 years later married Arnold.
What?
I'm sure that you've been confused by that too, so I have to ask. Did you really mishear her name and think that you were looking for Giselle instead of Jezebel? Because it's a stretch, but I can see how you got confused by our names. This was all based off what my friend told me, but what do you think? Seems that things are starting to all come together now, huh?
Well, when I heard that Arnold's wife's name started with a G, I thought it was you again.
I see. Well, I know that you didn't ask for me to tell you any of this, but just to be sure, my husband is actually from Maine and has been living in Colorado for a while now. So that's why I was saying there's no way he'd have been invited to a class reunion here in Colorado. And there would definitely be no way that he'd know who you are and you him.
Well, that doesn't matter. I'll start going after Dennis for real now.
What?
Up until now, I've been holding back all this time, and it seems everyone has been making me feel stupid. And after stealing your ex-boyfriend back in the day, I had the drive to come back and steal more from you. If I can't get your husband as my own, then I'll never be satisfied.
Are you a frickin' idiot?
What?
Have you ever heard of the words court and settlement?
What? Why are you bringing that all up?
Well, the two guys that you've been messing with, Arnold and Danny, well, both of them have wives right now.
And so what? I don't care. It's not my fault that I'm the most sexy and amazing girl around that is able to get any guy she wants to like her and sleep with her.
But that has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
What?
Even if you are able to get either Danny or Arnold to be with you, it doesn't change the fact that you go around stealing different men from their wives, but you are the worst of the worst when it comes to women. I mean, you even just bragged about sleeping around with different men that you stole away from their family.
And?
Well, I'm just saying that you are worse than a woman, even worse than most witches and crap.
What are you getting at?
I think you're in the position to receive a whole lot of complaints from a lot of women, and soon to follow a whole lot of settlements that you'll have to pay up. Listen, what you've been doing recently has been a whole lot of really bad crap.
Huh?
And what's even worse is both of those men were mistakes while you were trying to find my husband. You really are a dunce, Laura, and that's really all you are.
What's this all about? You're just pissed because the girl that stole your man years ago is back for more and you can't stop her.
I told you before that I am not upset about you having the ability to take other people's partners, especially over the stuff that happened then. I'm more just troubled by the fact that you think this is all okay. And now you're going after married couples like that's the same as just stealing an unmarried couple's man.
You need to shut up a little. All this talk about me being in the wrong is really going to rile me up.
Are you serious? I just told you all of these things, and yet you still don't see how deep of a hole you dug yourself in?
Me? I'm in no hole.
You literally just had an affair with 2 married men. If their wives find out, you will be screwed by a lot of settlements. You have to understand that that's not a good thing, right?
Oh, I see. Well, those 2 wealthy men will already be there ready to pay for whatever I owe.
No, I don't think so. I think that those 2 have already lost their jobs and the money they said they'd be making.
Huh? They were fired?
Well, I heard that both Danny and Arnold were working for Jezebel's father's company. But he will find out about the 2 of them cheating with you, so...
He will?
Yeah, well, he already has, actually. I told you that I'd be telling all of them about this, didn't I? Well, I told both of their wives just a second ago while we've been texting.
You're kidding.
And we even started talking about how the 2 of them were about to open their businesses linked to the company the dad owns. But since you were so focused on trying to steal my husband, you didn't stop to think about the harm that all of your stupid games caused for everyone.
Stupid games?
I guess it was also those husbands' fault as well for going out with you, so maybe this was all just a little too unstable to begin with, their relationships. But maybe they'll come to marry you after having lost everything. But that would mean you'd have to choose between one or the other.
Right now, I'm coming over to your house.
Huh? Right now?
You told me that your husband Dennis isn't from here, right? That'll be even better than either of those 2 jobless losers. So I'm coming over to your place right now to steal that man of yours. So tell me your address.
Do you need to go see a doctor or something? I swear there is seriously something wrong with your brain right now.
What?
Well, even if you did have my address somehow, I'm not even in the U.S. at the moment. About a year ago, Dennis had finished his business agreement working for a company over here in Colorado. But since that ended, we both moved back over to his parents' hometown in Poland.
Poland?
And so now that you'll be all caught up in the court system trying to pay off all of those soon-to-be-made settlements, I doubt you'll have the time or money to make your way over here.
How much will those settlements be, you think?
Well, at least over 100,000 total, and that's if they go easy on you.
100,000?
Did you seriously not think about how much people can ask for when going against the person that ruined their relationship?
I just thought 300 to 400 or so.
Man, you were way off, huh?
Well,
this is all what you asked for by going after 2 brothers that worked together under the company of their wife's husband.
But then they shouldn't need this kind of money from me, and I don't have nearly enough.
Well, that's not going to be my problem now, is it? And to think you were so confident in your skills of being able to steal other women's husbands that this simple punishment for those crimes went right over your head. But soon you'll understand just how many people you hurt and what has been coming for you for a long time now. So following that intense conversation I had with Laura, the one where she arrogantly laughed off everything like she was invincible, things began to fall apart for her faster than she could have ever imagined. Not long after, she got hit with some unexpected messages from the 2 brothers she'd tangled with, and it wasn't pretty. They told her straight out that she'd ruined their lives, their marriages, and that their wives were preparing to go after her with everything they had. No more games, no more whispered secrets. This was real now. The gloves were off. She started receiving multiple legal notices, one after another, all threatening court action. Eventually, things got formal. The settlements being requested were sky high, and from what I heard, her jaw dropped when she realized how serious the whole mess had become. But of course, the story doesn't just stop there. Oh no, it gets even messier. Turns out Laura's antics stretched far beyond just the 2 brothers. During the legal proceedings, more women began to come forward. One after another, they shared their own stories, each naming Laura as the woman who had torn their marriages apart. In total, there were 3 more men she had secretly been involved with, all of whom were already married. By then, it wasn't just a scandal, it was a wildfire. The media caught wind of the pattern, and soon it was all over the news. Her face was plastered on headlines like "Serial Mistress Destroys Families," and suddenly the world knew exactly what kind of person Laura really was. When I saw those reports, I was stunned. Honestly, I hadn't even imagined that she'd done this more than once. To think that she'd made a whole habit of chasing after married men, wrecking homes like it was a game, and all while acting like some sort of superior woman. It's hard to even wrap your head around. It's not just wrong, it's something deeply broken. In the end, the financial toll on her was massive. Between all the lawsuits and settlements, she was buried in legal fees and court-ordered payments. From what I understand, she's now drowning in debt, and it's not the kind of hole you crawl out of easily. Some might say she'll never recover from it. A part of me feels almost sorry for her, but then I remember how cruel and smug she was when she bragged to me about stealing my husband, laughing like she'd won some prize. Even now, when I look back on the way she gloated about everything, I still can't fully understand what was going through her head. What kind of person thinks destroying families is fun? What kind of woman enjoys hurting others just to boost her ego? Maybe she thought it made her powerful. Maybe she thought no one would catch on. But reality hit her like a truck, and now she's paying the price.
Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Hey, long time no see. It's me, Sasha.
I'm sorry, Sasha?
Oh, come on, don't play dumb. I know you saw my name pop up and your stomach dropped. Classic.
I'm afraid I don't recognize the name. May I ask how you got this contact?
I just took a tiny peek at Matthew's phone while he wasn't looking. I found your name in his contacts list, got your phone number, and the rest is history.
You got it from Matthew's phone. I see. So, I suppose you're a friend of his?
Wow, seriously? A friend? Is that really all you think I am? Are you joking right now?
I'm terribly sorry to have upset you so much. I simply don't recall meeting anyone named Sasha.
Wow, okay. So you're just gonna pretend we've never met. That's so on brand. I don't even know why I expected anything different.
I don't know what else to say. Your name doesn't ring any bells. Perhaps we've been introduced under different circumstances?
Unbelievable. You're actually going to stand there and act like I'm some stranger? Wow. No wonder your husband lost interest in you. You're so blank.
I beg your pardon?
Like, no offense, but this whole spaced out, doe-eyed thing you do, it's not cute. It's just exhausting. I'm honestly amazed he stuck around as long as he did.
May I ask, are you claiming to know my husband?
Know him? Babe, I'm dating him. Your man and I have been going out after work, grabbing dinner, late night drives, the works. You might want to start looking up divorce lawyers.
That's a very bold claim.
What can I say? I'm a bold woman, Amelia.
Especially considering my husband passed away 5 years ago.
Wait, what?
That's right. He died peacefully in his sleep. I'm afraid you're mistaken about either who I am or who my husband was.
Okay, that's literally not possible. I am sitting across from him right now. He doesn't seem to be decomposing as far as I can see. Also, he just complimented my new lashes. Ghosts don't flirt. At least I don't think they do. But I know for sure they don't order matcha lattes.
Then I suggest you double-check who you're having coffee with, because it can't be my husband.
Nope, not doing this. I'm not some delusional stalker. I know who I'm with, and it's your husband. So go ahead and deny it all you want, but that ring on your finger, meaningless. He's moved on. He's with me now.
Once again, I must tell you, my husband is deceased. If you believe you're involved with someone else's spouse, I suggest you find the correct party to confront.
Oh my god, you're seriously trying to guilt trip me with some fake dead husband story? Because you can't handle the fact that he picked someone younger and prettier and way more fun.
I assure you, I have no interest in competing with you or anyone else. You've simply contacted the wrong person.
Yeah, right. This is classic bitter wife behavior. You got replaced and now you're trying to rewrite history to make yourself feel better. It's pathetic.
Publicly declaring an affair, even to the wrong recipient, is nothing to be proud of. I hope for your sake you reflect on the kind of person you're becoming.
Oh, please, don't start with the lecturing. You lost. He's mine now. You can sit there and pretend I'm crazy, but the truth is you just couldn't keep him interested. I mean, look at you.
I've said what I needed to say. I believe this conversation has run its course.
Of course you're walking away. That's what people like you do. Can't face reality, can't admit defeat. No wonder he stopped coming home. Look, you can fight this all you want, but there's no getting around it. Your husband isn't yours anymore. He's mine. Get used to it. Now, divorce him. Set him free. Let him be with the woman he really wants. Me.
Hi, Mom. I just clocked out. Heading home now. Need me to grab anything on the way? Oh, perfect timing. Actually, yes, I forgot to pick up laundry detergent and fabric softener earlier. Do you think you could grab them for me, as long as it's not too much trouble? Got it. Just those two things? Yes, that'll do, sweetie. Oh, thank you so much. No problem. I'm heading out to my car right now, so I'll stop at the store on the way home and pick them up. You're such a lifesaver. Honestly, I still can't believe I got lucky enough to have you for a daughter-in-law. Aw, stop it. You always say that. If you keep it up, I'm gonna get all weepy before I even walk out of the building. Well, I mean it. I don't know what Matthew did to deserve you, but I'm grateful every single day he brought you into our lives. Well, that's so sweet. I always tell my friends I don't just have a mother-in-law, I have a second mom. Oh, heavens, Emma, now you're going to make me cry. I suppose this is revenge for earlier, is it? I'm just being honest. All right, I'll message again once I'm on the train. And be careful crossing the street. Oh, and thank you again, sweetheart. We're lucky to have you. Love you, Mom. See you soon. Hey, Mom. Sorry to bother you again, but I have a quick question. Have you heard from someone named Sasha today? Sasha? Yes, actually. Someone named Sasha messaged me out of the blue earlier. It was quite an odd conversation, but I didn't think much of it. Why do you ask? Seriously? She actually reached out to you? You know her? Unfortunately, yeah. We went to high school together. I cannot believe she actually contacted you. What did she say? Well, it was strange. She said she borrowed Matthew's phone and got my number from it. Then she started making all these wild claims about how she's dating my husband. It was bizarre. Oh God, that sounds exactly like her. I assumed it was some sort of mistake, or perhaps a prank. I told her she must have the wrong person. After that, I tried to politely end the conversation. That's probably the best response, honestly. Who is this woman? Why on earth would she say something like that? Like I said, we were classmates, but rivals might be a better word. She always had it out for me. Petty, jealous, mean-spirited, you name it. But you... I don't understand. You're so kind. I can't imagine you making enemies. Well, to be more precise, I don't make her an enemy. She made me one, and I swear, it's like she never moved past high school. Today she was literally waiting for me outside my office building. Wait, what? Yep, she was just standing by the front entrance like a rom-com villain. When I walked out, she came straight to me and told me I needed to divorce Matthew because she won. She said the same thing to me, but she didn't call you by name. She called me... herself, I suppose. Wait. Oh, no. What? I think I understand now. She must have gotten my contact info from Matthew's phone and assumed I was you. Oh my God, you're right. Come to think of it, she called me Amelia the whole time she was ranting outside. I didn't even put that together until just now. Well, that explains why she thought I was her romantic rival. Oh, my goodness. Well, she's always been terrible with names. I mean, truly hopeless. She once called our chemistry teacher Mr. Laker for half the year. His real name was Baker. So she saw the name Amelia in Matthew's contacts and assumed that was you? Exactly. It sounds just different enough from Emma to confuse someone like her, and clearly she didn't bother to check. Oh dear. And all this time I was wondering how this stranger knew such oddly personal details. I'm really sorry she dragged you into this. I should have warned you sooner. I didn't think she'd go this far. Well, now it all makes sense. Wait, Emma, I need to ask. Is there any chance... Is Matthew cheating? What? No, of course not. Where did that come from? I'm sorry, it's just that she spoke so confidently it sounded like, at the very least, she believed she was dating him. She described their supposed routine, meeting after work, talking late into the night. No, none of that is true. Matthew's been telling me for weeks that some woman's been following him around. He thought she was just a harmless weirdo at first, but now clearly it's escalated. He told you about her? Every detail, from the first time she lingered outside his office to when she tried to give him a ride home. He's been nothing but honest about the situation, and honestly, he's creeped out. Oh, thank goodness. I was afraid... Well, I trust you both, but even good people can make bad choices. Not Matthew. Not this time. He even asked me what to do about her. He didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but she kept showing up. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so relieved. Because if he had betrayed you, I'd have taken your side, no hesitation. I believe you, but I promise there's no betrayal here. Just one woman stuck in her own fantasy. You really are strong. I'm proud of you, you know that? You've told me that before, but it still means the world to hear it. Just promise me one thing, that no matter how crazy things get, you'll always know you have me in your corner. Always, and the same goes for you. Good, because the thought of losing you over some delusional girl's fantasy scares me more than anything. Not a chance. I'm here to stay.
So, what's it gonna be, huh? Are we doing this the easy way or the hard way? I've given you a few days to think it over. Are you planning to file for divorce ever, or do I need to do it for you?
Well, I could file some paperwork if you'd like. Maybe something to officially sever ties with my dead husband. Though I believe the funeral handled that.
Ugh, there you go again. Playing coy like this is cute. It's not. Just because you're clinging to denial doesn't mean Matthew hasn't moved on.
I assure you, my husband has moved on. He's now looking down on us from heaven. And knowing his personality, he's likely getting a bit of enjoyment out of this whole bizarre situation.
You wish, but keep dreaming, sweetheart. We both know he's with me now. And honestly, it makes sense. You two don't even have kids. That kind of says it all, doesn't it?
And what exactly does it say?
I mean, no offense or anything, but if you were ever going to be a mother, wouldn't it have happened by now? Maybe something's just broken. I don't know. But I do know this. I'll give him what you couldn't. A baby. A real family.
How touching. Meanwhile, I get along just fine with his actual family. No drama, no tension. We're as close as real relatives.
Yeah, well, that's not going to last because I'm going to marry Matthew. And once I do, everything that used to be yours, the house, the car, the vacations, the inheritance, it's mine. All of it.
Goodness, Sasha, you are quite the tactician. Was this your plan all along? Swoop in, steal a woman's husband, and take her life from her?
It didn't start that way, okay? I was just going to mess around a little, steal him away for the thrill of it. But then I found out who he was. He's got the money, the connections, everything a man needs to spoil his wife rotten. Plus, he's looking at getting $3 million in inheritance.
Inheritance? What are you talking about?
You know, this conversation would be much easier to have if you stopped playing dumb. Matthew's parents are loaded.
Ah. Well, I suppose we are much better off than most, since my husband inherited control of the business his great-grandfather founded.
So yeah, let's just say I adjusted my priorities.
As one does.
The only thing in my way is the fact that apparently he's living with his mother-in-law. That sucks, like, big time. But I guess there's nothing I can do about that. If I did anything to offend her, then I might just ruin my chances at getting that sweet inheritance cash. So I'll play along for a while. I'll smile for pictures, fake some affection, blah blah. As long as I get the ring, I'll play the game.
How generous of you.
And once the wedding's over, I am shipping that old broad off to some retirement community or something. Or even better, I can just make you take care of her.
If I may say so, I think I take care of myself just fine, thank you very much.
Huh? What are you talking about? I'm talking about Matthew's mom, not you.
Sasha, dear, Matthew is my son.
Wait, what?
I'm not his wife, Sasha, I'm his mother. My name is Amelia. The woman you've been trying to threaten, that's Emma, his wife.
No, that can't be right. Wait, are you serious?
I assure you I'm most serious. I warned you once to double-check who you were messaging, but you were too busy gloating to listen.
Okay. Hold on. This can't be right. We went to high school together. I'll never forget your name. Your name is totally Amelia.
Yes, again, my name is Amelia. I'm Matthew's mother. Matthew's wife, your high school classmate, is named Emma. Excellent work, Sasha.
Oh my god. I thought I was texting you this whole time. I mean, I was texting you, but I didn't think you were, well, you. Does that make sense?
It actually makes a surprising amount of sense, yes. If you'd like to confirm what the name of the woman you would like to threaten is, I might suggest looking in your old high school yearbook. You might recognize Emma's face next to her name, assuming, of course, you bothered to remember the face of the girl you spent years tormenting.
Look, I'm bad with names, all right?
You're bad with a great number of things, I hear. You were so jealous of Emma's performance in school, her looks, and her athleticism that you had a one-sided grudge against her for years. And it's so strong that it's even causing you to stalk both her and her husband.
Okay, that is not fair. I wasn't stalking anybody. Is it a crime to talk to people? Matthew never seemed to mind the attention I gave him.
He minds. He's told Emma repeatedly how uncomfortable you've made him. He never led you on. He never strayed. And for the record, that woman you kept insisting he doesn't love anymore, he most certainly does.
Oh.
Yes, oh is right.
Well, okay. I can see that there's been a bit of a miscommunication here. Whoopsie-doopsie. It happens to the best of us, right? So, I think I'll just be on my way now. I hope you have a nice day and rest of your life.
Not so fast, Sasha.
What is it?
You have a lot yet to answer for.
No, I don't. I made a mistake and now I'm unmaking it. Bye-bye.
That mistake has a legal definition. Harassment. Along with stalking and possibly a blackmail charge thrown in to boot.
Whoa. Who said anything about stalking?
I already told you. Matthew made it very clear that your attention was unwanted. He told you multiple times that he was happily married and wanted you to leave him alone. Then there's the issue of you ambushing poor Emma outside her workplace.
Ambush? Stop talking like I'm a criminal.
You may be innocent until proven guilty, but I don't think we'll have a very hard time reaching that outcome. We have surveillance camera footage, text messages, everything the prosecutors could need to prove their case.
You're going to call the cops on me?
Not going to, did.
Oh no.
Oh yes. You have the right to remain silent, Sasha, although if you had exercised that right sooner, you might not be in this situation. The police came minutes after our last message. While we texted, I could see her from the upstairs window, crouched behind a utility pole. When the officers approached, she bolted, shoved one to the ground, and shrieked loud enough to rattle the street. It took 2 more officers to bring her down. Her parents were mortified. They offered a settlement to avoid a trial, and I accepted, but that wasn't the end. Apparently Sasha made quite the scene at the wedding she wasn't invited to, screaming about stolen men and betrayals. The whole event was cancelled and thousands in damages followed. Last I heard, she's been relocated somewhere rural, a strict no-nonsense workplace far from the city lights she adored. No flexibility, no attention, just work. And me? I have my peace again. Emma and I laugh about it now, over tea and folded laundry. No ghosts, no intrusions, just family, the kind that chooses each other.